Hi, welcome. Thank you for showing up. Maxwell, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. There you go. Good morning. Welcome to my studio. My name is Kelly and this is Maxwell. Good morning, Maxwell. We'll focus on, in this class, your hips and your spine. I need you to get a strap or something similar to this that we're just going to place it underneath our back. At the end of class, we'll use this also for some supine stretches. And so we'll start this class with some core work to warm up, and then we'll get moving. Some of the poses that we'll do in class today will be a little bit longer, and that to strengthen the body, strengthening the legs and the glutes and the hips. Okay, so let's get started on our back by getting comfortable and find your place on your mat evenly. Welcome, thank you for showing up again. Maxwell, I'm gonna put my feet right here, okay? So can you move over just a little bit? Move over just a little bit. There we go. All right, so do this for me. All right, so I need you to take your belt or strap. If you've got a belt, a leather belt, that works also. And you may not need to double that, but I'm going to triple my strap, and I'm going to place it underneath where the arch of my back is. And lower down all the way. And then once you lower down, you may have to move it again. So mine's now underneath my hips. So I'm going to move it so that it's right there. And you'll know it's in the right spot if you press your lower back down into the floor. You should feel the strap. All right. So that's the whole point of it. I just want to have you feel a little more than just the mat. I want you to feel the strap actually. So bringing your attention to your spine. All right, so bring your legs together and place your palms on the floor. Relax your shoulders and just take a deep breath in and close your eyes. Exhale that out. Relax the shoulders. Notice what happens to your shoulders when you breathe in deeply. Try not to tense up the body just to breathe in. I want you to relax into that breath. Inhale through your nose. And then exhale that out. Now you can open your eyes, press your lower back into the floor, keep your feet on the floor, and just tip the knees over to one side, and where you feel the body lifting up away from the strap, I want you to hold right there. And then lift the knees. So it's just a small movement, not a big movement at all. Like I'm literally just moving over, tipping the knees over like a couple of inches. And then lift up. And you'll feel this in your hip flexors and your abs. If you're pressing down into the strap, then tip over to the other side again. You can keep your hands on the floor, but now bring your attention to your shoulders. Are you tensing up right there? Relax the shoulders. Tip the knees over to the side just a little bit, just a skosh, and lift up. Do that again on the other side. Tipping the knees over, press the back into the strap, and then lift up. Now bend your knees 90 degrees, lift your feet up off the floor. You can flex your feet and point. Let's do a couple of rotations right there. Rotate, rotate. Feel comfortable, feel energized for the class today. So kind of using this time also to set your intentions. We'll get moving in just a moment. So right now, focusing on the core, press the back into the strap, hands on the floor. And now you're going to tap your toes and then lift up. Tap the toes and lift up. One at a time. Alternating tapping toes and then tap. And then start to straighten your legs more and tap out further. There's Maxwell. And then maybe you can straighten your legs and keep the lower back pressed into that strap. and scissor the legs right and left. Maybe you can tap the heel to the floor, pressing the lower back down into the floor. Right there. Tap. Good here. Tap. Do that one more time on the other side. And then bend your knees. Bring your knees into your chest. What's up, Maxwell? Do you need to go out? All right. So now we're going to bring your knees into the same position. Hands behind your ears this time. And I'm going to have you extend the leg up, with the right leg up at an angle towards the ceiling, and reach your right elbow over to your left knee. And then center up, knees together, and look up at the ceiling. And extend the opposite leg, point the elbow over to your knee, and then center up. Do that again on each side. Bring your knees together in the center and look up before you switch. That's the key. So it's reset and then turn. Reset, looking up, knees together, and turn. Do that again and turn. Keep that going. Do that 8 more times. Maxwell, you want to go out? I'll let you out. Grab your chicken. Hey, get it. Bye, Maxwell. Keep your back pressing into that strap. It's there for a reason. It's there so that you stay focused on the core right there. Kind of like when we've done in my other classes, placing the cell phone in your back while you hold plank pose. Just keep your awareness of that placement or that part of your body. Do it one more time, unless you're already done with your 8. Excellent. Lower down your head, grab your knees, pull your legs in. And then rock a little from side to side. Put your feet on the floor and tip your knees side to side. Separate your feet a pretty good bit. And you can, as you're doing that, lift the lower back and move the strap out. We'll use that later at the end of class for supine leg stretches. So let's roll up onto and come up onto your hands and your knees. Scoot to the middle of the mat and spread your fingers cat, cow, cat, and then cow. And I want you to move through this slowly. Press the top of your feet into the floor. Everybody feel your feet. Press into your fingers. Round up your spine, cat, and slowly, slowly arch and round up. And contract your abs and tuck your pelvis. Then lower down, inhale. So think at the same time that your head comes over and you look behind, you're tucking your pelvis. And then at the same time that you're looking forward, arching the spine and lifting the hips, spreading the front of the body. And then do that again, rounding up. And one more time. And exhale. Now, separate your knees, big toes together, reach your arms forward, child's pose. You can put your forehead down on the mat, lift up your hands, your fingers, and then spread them and press them into the mat. Like you're going to pull the hands in towards you. Just keep pressing into the mat. Now, keep your forearms down and lift up your head. So you're on your forearms. You can bring your knees underneath your hips now. Extend the right leg back straight and bring that left knee in just a little bit and tuck your left toes. So stretching at the toe joint. I like the stretch for the bottom of my feet and the stretch at the toe joint. Also ankles. Better than sitting on my heels, right? On your shins. Press into the floor and slightly gaze forward. Now, shift forward just a little bit and lift your leg and hover, abs in. Notice the core work right there. Breathe in and breathe out. Set your foot down and then your knee down, and let's go into child's pose before we go to the other side. Reach your arms, stretching out, lift up your fingers and place them down. Press into the mat
your forearms down on the floor. Now lift, same position. So my shoulders are over my elbows, by the way. That's a good point. And then tuck your right toes, lift your left leg up and extend it back straight. So kind of like a low lunge position. But you're on your forearms. Press into the forearms, abs in, and breathe out. So get those toes tucked under, get that nice stretch of the toe joint and the ankle, and the bottom of your foot. Now lift your left leg right there. Breathe in, breathe out. Press into the floor, lower your leg, knee to the mat. Coming into downward facing dog. Lift up your knees, bring your hips up and back. Step your feet back a little bit further so you've got a really lengthened downward facing dog. Reach the heels towards the back of the mat. Shift forward into plank, right there. Inhale, exhale, inhale, lift up plank, downward facing dog. Exhale, plank. Now this time, let's bring it down to halfway, chaturanga right there. And then lift back up and hips up, downward facing dog. I want you to do that again. So building some heat, core strength right here. I want you to tuck your chin before you start to lower into chaturanga right there. So your shin or your forearms are over your wrists. Lift back up and then bring it back, downward facing dog. Or elbows, I should say, are over your wrists. Shift forward, do that again, tuck your chin. You can put your knees down if you need to. Lower, chaturanga, and lift up, downward facing dog. Let's do that again. Shift forward, plank. Press into your fingers, tuck your chin, bring your chest to the mat all the way. Belly down, all the way. Extend the legs straight, point your toes. Slide your hands so your thumbs are near your floater ribs right there at your sides. Elbows draw in. Cobra pose, look forward. Let's do that movement, a little dynamic movement a few times. So look at the mat first, then draw your head and chest away from the floor. Look forward, press your toes down. Exhale, lower. Do that again. So contract your abs, elbows in, and look forward. Slightly, come onto the fingertips, and then lower. Do that again. Lift up, come onto your fingertips, elbows draw in, and then lower. So your feet are going to try to lift off the floor. Let's do it one more time. Keep pressing your feet down. Let's hold, breathe in. Abs contracted, lift up your hips, downward facing dog. Pedal your heels. Then walk your feet all the way in to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Hold the fold position, reach for your elbows and give your wrists a break right there. Open and close your hands. And then sway your arms in front of the right shin and then sway your arms in front of the left shin. So do this with me slowly. Straighten your legs as much as you can, maybe a slight bend in the knees. Sway the arms over to one side and then the other. And now this time, kind of turn and bring the arms on the outside of the leg and then to the other side. Center, do it one more time, over to one side, center, and then the other. And then center. Bring your hands to your shins, lift up halfway and start to lift all the way up, press into your feet, and with a flat back, reaching up, stretching the arms overhead, palms together, exhale, hands to your heart. Let's do 2 sun salutations. Sun salutation A. Bring your feet a little bit closer together, so feet underneath your hips. Soften your knees right there, shoulders rolled back, abs in, pulling your front ribs, right? Inhale, reach your arms up, look up at your hands, then exhale, dive, hands go down through the center line of the body. Inhale, half lift. Plant your hands, step back to plank. Go ahead and start to lower down as you exhale. Cobra pose. So slide your hands again, elbows in, look forward, press into the top of your feet, and then lift up, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Look forward, bend your knees, and step to your hands. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale and stand tall. Reaching up, stretch overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's do that one more time. Shoulders rolled back. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold over. Diving, hands to the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back left, right. Lowering down as you exhale. Then lift up, this time upward facing dog. Press into the tops of your feet. Lift your heart, press into the hands. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Hold up. Stillness. Your arms beside your biceps. Look back behind you. Relax the neck and shoulders. In fact, turn your head a few times. Now lift your heels. Look forward. Step. One big step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise and reach up. Sun salutation, B. We'll do a right side and then left side. Exhale, hands to the heart. Right here, chair pose. Bring your big toes together. Inhale, look forward, reach the arms. And exhale, take another deep breath in. Syncing up your breath with your movement. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, go through a vinyasa. Step back, float back, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Your choice. Do that correctly. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Bring your right foot forward, warrior one. Left heel down. Inhale, reach the arms from the sides all the way up, knee over ankle. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Vinyasa, step back plank. Lower down, press into your fingers. Upward facing dog. Are we warming up? Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Left foot forward, warrior one. Spin your heel down. Inhale, reach. So in this class, exhale, go through vinyasa. We'll start to move in different planes of motion. We'll slow it down, and then we'll move through the poses a little more vigor. Breathe in and breathe out. Look forward, bend your knees, step to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Big toes together. Inhale, chair. Right here. Inhale and stand tall. Arms down to your heart. Shoulders rolled back. One more time. Inhale and reach up. Look up. Exhale, arms to your side. Chair pose again. Reach forward. Sink your hips down. Everybody with me? Relax your shoulders. Exhale and then fold. Inhale, half lift. Step back left, right, or float it back. Lower down. Upward facing dog. Press the top of your feet into the floor. Don't just be on the tops of your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, starting with the left leg this time. And step your left foot beside your left thumb. Spin your right heel down. Warrior one. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Look at the floor. Step back left, vinyasa. So elbows bend 90 degrees. Upward facing dog. Pull your heart through. Press into the hands. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Right foot, warrior one. Spin your heel down. Inhale, reach the arms. Stretch up overhead. Look up at the hands for a moment. Pulling the front ribs. Exhale, vinyasa. Right here. Lowering down. Upward facing dog. Press into the hands. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let it go. Breathe. So your feet, not too close together, not too wide apart, just right, centering up, about the width of your hips. Inhale, lift your right leg up, stretch it out away from you. Step your right foot to about the center of the mat. Lift your left leg up straight, step forward again. So kind of like walking forward, right leg up straight, and step forward, left leg up. and step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale and rise. Stretch up overhead. And then bring your hands down to your heart. Shoulders rolled back. Let's go into chair pose again. Inhale. Let's balance. Bring your right leg out to the side. Tap out to the side. Then leg goes up and over the left leg for eagle pose. Right arm underneath your left. Lift up your toes off the floor. Squeeze those legs together. Try to bring your palms together. Reach the elbows forward and reach the fingertips towards the sky. Abs in. Relax your shoulders. Beautiful. Now unwind and lift your knee. Lift it up. Reach up. Arms up. Bring your hands to your heart. Roll your shoulders back. Get your balance right there. Now extend the right leg back and find the floor behind you. There you go. And set your knee down on the floor. Inhale and reach the arms up. Exhale, sweep back, stretching the hamstring. So flex your foot in the front. So place your foot flat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Sweep forward. Then sweep the arms back. Flex your foot. Right there. Press your heel down like you're going to drag that heel down into the mat. Inhale and reach up. Stretching the flexors. And now stretch the hamstring. Do that again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep down and flex. Inhale and reach forward. Look forward. Step forward chair. Right there. Good. Now, left leg out to the side. Hands to your heart. Left leg up and over. Get your thigh over the other thigh. Sink down, abs in, shoulders back. Then lift your toes, left arm underneath right. Reach get your balance. Reach the elbows forward, forearms forward. Squeeze the legs into each other, abs in. Reach those arms, not for long, you guys. Take another deep breath in. Now lift your knee up, 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 up. Reach the arms to the side and then up. For balance, bring the hands down to your heart. Extend the left leg back. Find the floor. Set your knee down. So here's that repetition of movement. Inhale, flexor stretch. Reach your arms up. And then exhale, half split. Flex your foot. Press your heel down. And then put your foot flat. Inhale, reach up. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, bring it back. Half split. Right there. Nicely done. Inhale and reach up. Just think we're creating mobility, warming up the legs, warming up the muscles in different planes of motion. Press the heel down, toes up. Inhale and reach up. All right, so now we're going to step forward, chair pose. Right there, chair. And then exhale, hands to your heart. Take a breath in. Exhale, twist to the right. Put your palms together and look to the side. Inhale, look forward, chair. Twist to the left. Right there. Good. Inhale, reach forward, chair. Reach your arms, extend the right leg back again, all the way back. Keep your heel up, and then reach up, crescent pose. Straighten the back leg. Bring your arms down to your sides. Roll your shoulders up and back. Clasp your hands. Square the hips, pull in your front ribs. Palms together as much as you can. Bend your elbows if you need to, right? All right, so now bow forward over that forward leg, right there. And then lift up. Inhale. So the heel in the back, since it should be over the ball of your foot, so don't reach the heel towards the back of the mat. You want to lift up the heel. So you're using the strength of your foot, the ankle, to hold this lunge position. Also, not just that forward leg. Now bow forward again. Inhale and lift up. Do that again. And now this time, straighten the forward leg right there.
Now bend the forward knee and bow. Reach the arms, lift up, straighten the leg. Unclasp your hands and reach your arms up. Stretch overhead, abs in. Exhale, chair. Sink down. Twist to the left. Sink your glutes down, look side, look up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, twist to the right. Nicely done. Inhale, chair. Right here. Lift up your left leg, extend that leg back. Crescent lunge, reach the arms up, then to your sides. So relax the shoulders right here. Square the hips, right? Now toes pointing straight forward, look down at your foot. Weight mostly in your heels, your heel. Lift up the back heel. So sense that the heel is over the ball of your foot back there. Clasp your hands, reach your knuckles. Here's your bow. Bowing forward, reach the arms away from the back and then lift up. Inhale, and then exhale, bow. And do that again. Inhale, lift. And then one more time. And this time, lift up, straighten the forward leg, keep your balance. Bend your knee, and then bow forward. Just one more time like that. Lift up, look forward first, then straighten the forward leg. Unclasp your hands, step forward, chair pose, and stand tall, all the way up. Exhale, bring your arms down to your sides, pull your shoulders back, and let's sit on the mat. So a little pause in the program, or not a pause, a bookmark. All right, so coming into 90-90 stretch. So shin to the side, right there, shin to the front. So not coming into pigeon pose, just 90-90 stretch right here. Press this knee down, and then look forward. Notice what happens when you press the knees down, right? And I want you to square your body the forward direction, the front of your mat. So shoulders and hips. It helps to put your fingers on the floor over here and keeping your body up straight. Super awkward position sometimes, especially if you're just doing this 90-90 pose. But I want you to really press this knee down and press this knee down. Press your ankles down like that. Look forward. Take a deep breath in. And now you can keep your hands right here, stabilizing, or try, just bring your hands to your heart or hands to your heart like this, and bow forward. Lift up. And do that again. Put your hands down if you need to, or keep the stability in your body, the strength in your body, bowing over the forward leg. Now lift up. And now let's set the hands down. We're going to tip the knees up and go to the other side. So all the way over, windshield wipering over, set up. So where your legs land doesn't necessarily mean that's where you stay. So I want you to set up, knee, hip, knee, ankle, right? So that's straight line, parallel to the front of the mat, parallel to the side of the mat. And then turn your body. So it's going to feel much different on this side. We're not symmetrical, right? We have definitely stronger sides and weaker sides, strengths and weaknesses. So working on each side individually to try to balance and bring strength equally in the body. So you can place your hand on the outside of the hip and maybe the hand here, or maybe the fingers here, whatever you need as you're pressing this leg down and this leg down, right? And then your ankles, press them down, look forward. Try to lift your hands up like this, shoulders back, and then lean forward. And then lift up. Do that one more time. Lean forward. And then lift up. Nicely done. All right, so hands on the mat, set up, inhale, tip the knees up and over, and place the hands on the floor. Come onto all fours. So your hands and your knees, we're gonna come into supported Vashisthasana, or side plank. So listen to my cue. You're going to go turn to the body, so that to the right, like this. So my right side is underneath, my left side is up. Hand on the floor, like that, and your fingers pointing out away from you. Reach the opposite arm up. So left arm up, right? So right here, side plank. Everybody good? All right, so now try to hover the leg. Ready? Set that down if you need to, but try to keep the leg hovering up. Bend the knee, and you're gonna bring this foot forward, turn, face forward, look forward. Keep your hands on the floor if you need to. Try to start reaching the arms up and a little forward to counter the balance. Lift up your right knee and step, or lift it up, balance, and lift up your right leg. So along the way, balancing, flex your foot. All right, so listen. Extend the leg. We're going to repeat this over and over, so you're going to learn this well. This is the strength part of your legs and glutes and hips and control. So extend the leg back, set your toes down very slowly. Bring the knee down to the mat. Look forward first. Reach the arms. Press into that forward foot. Feel your toes. Feel the ball of the foot, the heel, and lift up. Warrior 3 right there. Or it's called Degasana. All right, so now set your foot down, knee on the mat, side plank. So supported side plank, put your hand down, sweep the foot back behind you, and lift the leg out or up. Let's do that again. So look down, bring your left foot forward, look forward, and reach. Lift the right leg, bring that knee up, 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 up. You can grab the knee, flex your foot. All right, slowly bring the leg back, reach the arms forward. Touch your toes down, tap your knee. Just tap the knee right there. And then lift up, Degasana, or Warrior 3. Flex your foot. Excellent. Set your foot down. Right hand on the floor. Let's do that again. Sweep underneath, side plank, leg. Everybody with me? You okay? All right, bring the left foot forward again. Last time, foot forward, sweep that foot behind. Here's where you're gonna lift the knee and grab the knee forward. Lift up. And now bring the leg back to tap the knee to the floor. Just tap the knee. Strengthen that left leg. Lift up. Warrior 3, Degasana, breathe, airplane, beautiful job. Set your foot down. Let's go to the other side, okay? So hands on the floor, bring that left leg back. Let's do a cat-cow a few times. Round your spine, and then lower down your belly towards the floor, look forward. Exhale, round, press the tops of your feet into the floor so that your hands and your feet can get a little soft, right? So press into them. Don't just have them hanging out. Just like you don't want to ever hang out into your joints when you're strength training or doing yoga. All right, so neutral spine. We're going to go the other side. I'm going to turn my back to you. All right, so sweep my foot in, sweep your foot in, and reach. There's your side plank. Comfortable side plank, right? Now lift your leg. Right there. So we're going to build on this. Look down first, bring that right foot forward. You place the hands on the floor already, or reach. Here's where you're going to lift the left knee up, grab your knee up along the way, get your balance. Central nervous system, focusing on smooth control, strength training. Set your foot down. Here's where you tap your knee. Tap the knee. Warrior 3. Lean. Lift the leg. So remember, it's a balancing act. Counterbalancing fore and aft position. Then bring your
Foot back to the floor, knee to the mat, left hand to the mat, turn, Vashisthasana. Right foot forward, look forward. Here's your knee grab. Reach forward first. Press into the foot. Lift your knee up, 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 up. Bring it up. Leg goes back. Foot to the floor. Tap your knee to the floor. Just tap. Now lift up. Degasana. Arms out. Arm to the sides. Set your foot down. Side plank. Knee to the mat. Hand to the mat. Right there. So my right side is up. Left side is lower. Lift the right leg, right foot forward. Last time. First do the knee grab. Lift up, knee up, 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 up. And then bring the leg back. Here's your knee tap. Reach, tap the knee. Warrior 3, Degasana. Set your foot down, knee down, hands on the floor, and cat-cow. Beautiful job. So lower your belly, look forward. Round your spine up, lower down, inhale and lift up. Neutral spine, tuck your toes, lift up into downward facing dog, right here. Inhale and exhale, shift forward into plank. Let's do a vinyasa. Right here, plank, set your knees down if you need to, tuck your chin, lower your chest down first, upward facing dog, press the floor away. Pull your body through, your heart through. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. If you ever feel discomfort in your lower back and upward facing dog, there are a few cues to work on, and you should let me know individually, and so I can help you. Just a few things can fix that easily. Inhale, lift your right leg up. So we're going to walk it forward. Step your right foot to about as far as it'll go. Left leg up, stretch it out away from you. Walk your left foot forward further. Right leg up. Step forward. Left leg. Step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale and rise. Reach up and stretch overhead. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. All right, so shoulders back. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Let's start with chair pose. Inhale, reach up. Taking chair pose to eagle pose. Right foot out, right leg up and over. Squeeze those legs first. Right arm underneath the leg. Left, squeeze the toes behind. Reach the forearms forward, elbows forward. Fingertips up. Relax the shoulders. The jaw, your gaze, lighten up or soften. Inhale, lift up your arms, lift up your right knee, pull it up. Here's where you're going to reach that leg back behind you, set your foot on the floor, knee on the floor, side plank. Starting that series. So turn, reach that leg, hover. You can bring your arm over your ear, then step your left foot through, forward. Weight in this forward foot, fill your footprint. Lift up, knee grab. Extend the leg back, tap your knee to the floor. Just tap, don't put weight there. Warrior 3. Up, up, up. Excellent work. Set your foot down, knee down, side plank. Turn and reach over the ear. Step your left foot through and look forward, reach the arms, knee grab, up. Extend the leg back, reach your arms, set your foot down behind you, set the knee down, tap, just tap. Warrior 3. Just 2 of those. Nicely done. Chair pose. So sweep that leg in, chair pose right here. Left leg out to the side, eagle pose, up and over. Left arm underneath right. Squeeze those toes around the back of your leg if you can. Abs contracted, point your elbows forward. Reach the forearms, fingertips. Unwind the arms. Lift the knee up. Extend that leg back. Behind you. Foot to the floor, knee to the floor. Left hand to the floor, side plank. Reach. We'll do 2 of these, you guys. Step your left foot through. Get your foot planted. Lift up your knee. Grab your knee up, left knee up. Extend the leg back. Here's the knee tap. Right there to the floor. And warrior three. Up. Get your balance. One side's always easier than the other, right? All right, set your foot down. Here's your side plank. Knee to the floor, hand to the floor. Side plank. Last one. Left foot through. Look forward. Reach your arms. Press into your foot. Lift up your knee. Grab your knee. And then extend the leg back straight. Tap your knee. Press into that forward foot. Warrior three. Arms to your sides. Reach forward. Tip the chest forward. Nicely done. Sweep that leg in. Chair pose. And stand tall. Nicely done. All right. Turn. Just come to the front of your mat. I'm going to face you. Bring your feet about hip width apart, maybe a little bit wider. Let's start a little wider. You can lift your heels as you sink down into a squat position. Place your hands on the floor. So like this. Okay, so we're just working with ankle strength, your feet, the bottom of your feet, strengthening. Reach your arms forward, hands on the floor, and stretch the body. So your arms are just over the knees, so not on the inside. I don't want your knees to be splayed out. I want your knees going the same direction as your toes. Reach the arms. Now I want you to press into the balls of your feet and the toes. So really press them down. Keep your heels up. And breathe. And you can turn your head right and left right here. Reaching your arms, press your palms into the floor, but press into the balls of your feet and the toes. So we're going to do this one side at a time. We're going to reach the heel towards the floor. So kind of lift up, slide your hands in, and then reach your right foot to the floor, right heel to the floor, and then lift up. Now just try, reach your left foot to the floor, heel to the floor, and then lift up. All right, so now first, before you do, alternating heels to the floor again, press into the balls of your feet. Press into the toes. All right, so now press the right heel to the floor and lift up, and then the left. Excellent. All right, so crane pose. In crane pose, you can sit on your shins for a moment and look up here, okay? So something a little bit new, if you're just practicing crane, the main thing is that you want to think about the weight forward and back. You're having to balance that, right? So lifting the heart, the sternum, helps tremendously getting the weight forward. The other thing is when you look forward, you lift your chin, and when you lift your chin, your sternum lifts just slightly, and that's really the weight that's needed to counter the balance. So if you look up here, look, if you try to just kind of do that, right, or like this, it's pretty much impossible to do that. Look how high my hips are, right? So look up here still. If I reach my hands forward and I look forward, see where my gaze is, and I lean forward like that, right? And I straighten my arms as much as I can, then I can easily pick my toes up off the floor, right? And pull my heels to my glutes and then set the feet down, okay? Shall we? Let's do it. All right, so my fingers are spread pretty wide, not overstretching the thumbs out, but just enough right there. And fingertips pressing down into the floor. And maybe you just want to practice lifting one foot up at a time. That's how I started all this. I did not start floating up like that automatically, for sure. So the way to start this is knees behind the upper outer arms, and you want to straighten the arms as you lean forward. So weight's now in my hands and off my feet, so I can pick up my right foot, set it down, left foot. That's how you practice. And then set your heels down, and maybe you can sit in Malasana for a moment with your feet a little wider, right there. So a lot of people talk about how they get bruised underneath their arms. So that's part of the learning process. It's not that you develop, tougher tissue there. It's that you figure out that the move is more about the core, and so squeezing in holds you up rather than putting so much weight right here. But at first, you really kind of have to get that sense that put your weight there so that you can then figure out squeezing, hugging in your core. So it's the learning process, right? So just like anything, you have to start from a foundation, right? So hands forward, spread your fingers, lift up your hips, get your knees into your upper outer arms, and lean into your hands and lift your heart, all right? And then lift up your right foot and your left, press into your fingers. And then set your feet down. Nicely done, Malasana. All right, so sitting back in Malasana, let's do rotation at the wrist joint. Make sure your knees are the same direction as your toes. The other point of coming up into crane pose where you're balancing on your arm and shoulder strength, pressing your fingers down, the tips of your fingers down is super important because that engages the muscles all the way up your arm and then the sternum. So everything's connected from your arms to your chest, your sternum to your shoulder blades, right? So you need all of that strength to lift up. And at first you probably feel like your arms don't have the integrity or the strength to lift up, but you develop that over time. Push-ups help me out a lot, but learn to do push-ups correctly. I know how to teach you. Let me know if you'd like individual help with that. So sweep your hands forward and lift up your heels. See that? And then lean, look forward, press into your fingertips, right foot, left foot. Get your balance. Heels to glutes. And then set your feet down. Beautiful job. Excellent work. Okay, so let's sit on your mat and bring your legs out wide. Comfortably so. Don't overstretch right here. But you want to stretch the inner thigh muscles just like we've been stretching the quads and the hamstrings a lot and the calves. We want to stretch specifically the inner thigh muscles. Shoulders roll back, reach your arms forward, and turn your hands. Wax on, wax off, on, off. Okay, so now turn your fingers down, put your hands on the floor, and press into the heels of your hands. Abs contracted, so don't round your back right here, you guys. Straight spine, right there. Now turn your fingers forward, walk your hands out forward, and try to relax your neck and shoulders. Press into the calves. Breathe. Walk the hands in. All right, so you can use a strap right here. So place the strap around your foot. Reach your hand down like this, right? Keep your legs wide and reach the opposite arm up and over like that. All right? So even if you can grab your big toe right here, just stay right here with me. Pull your elbow down to the floor. Look over and reach the arm, and maybe you can grab your toe right there. Breathe in. So my left leg my opposite leg is still pressing down, flexing my foot. Look up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. So you're kind of turning the back of your head towards your leg. If you can look up towards the ceiling underneath your arm. Breathe in. And now lift up. Stay with this side. Bring your foot to the inner thigh right here. Janusarasasana. And then you're going to separate the strap. Hold the ends like that. And sit up tall. Elbows Point towards the floor and look forward. Flexing your foot. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, lift up. So holding the strap, reach down as far as you can and turn the opposite direction. And you can kind of pull on that foot, but don't lift your heel, all right? So turn, shoulders back, abs in. Press that leg down, this one right here. Good, now look forward. Release the strap. We'll go to the other side in a moment. But pick up this leg and bring it over here. So my ankle is lined up with my knee right there. Okay? This heel is at my glute right there. Press this foot down. Key thing, press this leg down. Right? So sit up tall. Fingertips behind the hip. Grab your leg and turn and look over your shoulder. Keep pressing this foot down. So I'm just hugging my leg in. If you want to make it even more of a bind, turn your palm out, lengthen through the spine. And then look forward. Counter that twist by putting your arm down the other side and looking over your shoulder. I'm still pressing my leg down into the ground. And then look forward. All right, so hands behind the hips and just lean back and bring your legs out wide. We'll do the other side. All right, so press the legs down, the calves down into the floor, your heels on the floor. Now strap around the opposite foot, right there. And I've got the strap like right at the base of the ball of my foot. It doesn't feel good to be at the arch. I want you to have it up a little bit higher. And so sit up tall first, right there. And then you reach up and over and use tugging on that strap to pull yourself over more. Look up towards the ceiling. And maybe you want to set up again. Inhale. I'm going to reach down a little bit further towards my foot. So try to reach down as far as you can. Reach up and over. And can you grab your toes? A little different on this side, right? Put your elbow on the inside of your leg. And then turn your gaze. Press your calves down. Looking up at the ceiling. Right there. Breathe. Take a breath in. Press that opposite leg down into the floor. Take an inhale and lift up. Janu Sirsasana. So sit up tall. Place your foot on the inner thigh. Right there. Comfortably, right? And then you're going to turn towards that leg. Let this knee kind of drop out to the side. Snug that leg towards the groin as much as you can. Separate the strap. Sit up tall. Then bend your elbows and lean forward with a flat back. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. And lift up your body, lift up your chest, looking forward first. And let's remove the strap. Grab this leg, pick it up, put it over there. Put your foot on the floor and heel to this glute. This foot's on the floor solidly. You're pressing that down and pressing this leg down, shoulders rolled back. And then just grab that leg and pull it into your body right there. Fingertips behind the hip and feel that nice stretch on the outside of your hip right there. Turn and look over your shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck your toes. Now let's counter that by turning. Arm goes down the inside of the leg, fingertips behind the hip, and look over your shoulder right there. Breathe in and breathe out. And now untwist and look forward. One final position. So feet together, pull the heels in closer to the groin or further away. You decide what feels more comfortable. I just want your legs to be out, and you're gonna feel like you're kind of struggling to sit up, right? But I want you to sit up tall, let your knees drop out to the side, and then hold your feet and kind of open up your feet like this. So when you turn the edges of your feet towards each other, it helps your knees, the inner thighs, to lengthen, or the knees to drop out more, like that, right? And then forward fold over the legs as you pull against the feet and look down. And now lift up. We'll do a seated breathing practice to finish today. Cross your legs comfortably. Maybe you like to come into some position like this, right? 1 foot over, or just sit comfortably. Maybe you want to do fire logs, depending on how you want to finish our practice. So for about a little more than a minute, let's set up. Close your eyes. Roll your shoulders back and just bring your hands to the top of your knees. And then turn your palms up. Bring your thumb to touch your second finger. Extension of the other fingers straight. So take your focus away from the hands and your focus to your breath. Breathe in through your nose deeply. And then a longer exhale out of the mouth. Short, deep inhale. A longer exhale. Short, deep inhale. And a long, full exhale. Relax the shoulders. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Again, a long or a short, deep breath in. And then a longer exhale. Relax the shoulders. Do that again. Breathe in. And then full exhale. Out of the nose, Ujjayi breath. 2 more just like that. Inhale. Exhale. And breathe in 1 more time. And fully exhale. And let your breathing come to a normal pace, not controlling it. Bring your focus to the top of the head, and you can relax your hands, palms facing down. Keep your eyes closed for just a few more moments, relaxing down the brow, attention to the mind's eye. A clear space for creativity. Relaxing down the jaw, the nose, your shoulders, your right arm, your left arm, the torso tall, spine from the neck down to the tailbone. Relaxing the hips, the legs, the right, the left. Bring your awareness to your hands. Bring your palms together.
Edge of the hands to the brow in gratitude. Edge of the hands to the heart in thanks. Bowing your chin. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for showing up this morning and joining me. I hope you enjoy or like the new time. I'd love to hear your comments about that. One person has mentioned that they really like the 7:30 time. It's helping me a lot, and it's just the new summertime, a little bit later in the morning program. So anyway, have a great rest of your day, whatever time of day it is. If you did this live with me, let me know. And if you did this on recording, I would love to hear your comments. Okay? See you later. Bye.